Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy WattsTV, man. Look, today we have an interesting topic video. I have not talked about music in a long time with you guys, so I am so glad to have a topic ready for y'all. And some people may take this the wrong way, and I hope that you don't, because I don't mean anything by it. And I know you guys looked at the thumbnail and probably thought I was, oh, he's hating. Oh, he's talking about Cudi. He doesn't know what he's talking. Yeah. Hold your titties, all right? Hold your goddamn titties. I'm not saying anything bad about Kid Cudi, all right? Kid Cudi is, I'll say he's probably one of my favorite artists, all right? I'll most definitely put Cudi in my top 15, top 10, top 15, just because of what he's done for me and the culture. Now, I don't know if I would, all right, I'll put him in my top 15. I'd probably put Cudi around like, what, 12, 13, but he out there. Not even necessarily for his like rapping skills. Like I said, just for his impact that he had on me and the culture. A lot of people like Travis Scott and Kanye West got inspiration from Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi is Kanye's artist. That's crazy. I think that's dope. And like I said, he has such a crazy impact on me as a child. I was in the 8th grade when Kid Cudi first came out, I believe. Anyway, this this video is not specifically about Kid Cudi. I personally, now listen to me, because when I made my Beyonce video and said that she was overrated and gave my opinion, the Beehive wanted to go crazy and send me death threats. So let me just say this. My opinion is that rappers shouldn't make sequel albums. I don't think that they should. Now, I put Kid Cudi at the center of this conversation for a reason. So I listened to Man on the Moon 3, and I didn't do a reaction to it or anything like that, just because, I don't know, Kid Cudi is a different kind of artist. Like, I did not know what I was going to get from it. I didn't know if I was going to be in my, like depressed and in my feelings. Like, I didn't know if I was going to want to drink. You know, I wanted to keep this to myself. Like, when I do reactions, I like to get a little amped, you know, just a little hype, to the point where I want to punch a nigga or two, you know. But I just wanted to make this more of a personal experience, so I listened to the album by myself. Now, let me say this. Do I like the album? Yes. Actually, I do. The album is not bad whatsoever. But here's the thing. All right, once again, I have to keep reiterating this because people are fucking crazy and they will send you death threats and, you know, wish for you to go into the electrical chair and all this other type of shit. All right, so how should I say this? So, this Man on the Moon 3, in my opinion, it was arguably on par with the second one. I personally will couple those together and saying, so far as like my opinion, how much I like them, I would pretty much couple those two together. Now, with that being said, while I like those albums, do I absolutely love them and will I keep putting them on repeat? I mean, no, I have songs that I really, really like from those albums, but would I say I love the albums? No. But the first Man on the Moon, my nigga, the first Man on the Moon, that shit was legendary. I remember, and you know what? It's kind of funny because I was listening to the first Man on the Moon from 8th grade up until 11th because I found out as I was getting older, the more I was appreciating Kid Cudi. You feel me? It's just like certain songs hit different. Like when I was a fucking 8th grader, I didn't know what he was like really talking about in Solo Dolo, and then when I got older, I could appreciate it more just because, you know, hey, sometimes, you know, we be down on our luck and we feel like how he felt in that song. So to me, and that's another thing, those first successful albums always have this huge nostalgic factor that you will never live up to again. I mean, in most cases. Don't get me wrong. You have sequel albums that have done very well. I mean, for example, Kanye West trilogy. I guess those are all sequels, like College Dropout, Late Registration, and Graduation. I guess you can call those sequels. They one was always better than the next. Like I can't choose which one is my favorite, and I like that. But not every artist can do that. All right. Okay, so let's talk about some albums from certain artists that couldn't even touch a more successful earlier album, shall we? Let's go through just a small list because I don't want to give you guys some examples. Okay, so the first album, in my opinion, that's coming like just straight to my head immediately, it has to be Nas Stillmatic. Stillmatic cannot hold a fucking candle to Illmatic at all. Matter of fact, I can't even tell you which songs is on Stillmatic besides Ether. Ether was arguably the hottest song on that album. And that's because it was a Jay-Z diss. I'm sorry, I can name songs off of Illmatic, The World Is Yours, It Ain't Hard to Tell, One Love. See, those are songs that I remember, and I love those songs. Life's a Bitch, like, these are songs that I will hold near and dear to me because I hold some sort of connection with them. I feel like, once again, there's always some sort of like nostalgic factor that comes from these albums to the point where if you make another one, it just won't be as good because of that. I will never forget, I was probably a young teenager when I first heard Illmatic because, you know, I have two older, I mean, I'm not that old. I was born in 94. I have two older brothers, so they were always putting me on to music. So the first time that I was actually able to illegally download a lot of music, I downloaded Wu-Tang, I downloaded Nas, like old Jay-Z. Well, I didn't have to download much of that because my brother is a Jay-Z fanatic. Like, I heard every goddamn album in the car, but you guys get my point. But when I heard Illmatic, my fucking mind was blown. I'll never forget it. I downloaded the whole album off of fucking BearShare. Y'all remember BearShare? There was LimeWire and BearShare came later. Oh my gosh, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're too young. Oh, okay, let's get into something even more recent, right? Big Sean's Detroit 2. I love Detroit 2. I think it's a fire ass album, but it did not do the same thing for me as the mixtape did Detroit. Like, and when Detroit came out, I was in high school. There was certain things that were going on in my life. Like, when that album came out, it just made me so happy for some reason, and it low-key had a I don't want to say a darker tone to it, but this was like a time period where I realized and I knew that Big Sean was changing as an artist, and it seemed like his shit was getting a little more refined, you feel me? And as I said this before about Big Sean, as he was growing up and, you know, he was getting more refined and more mature in his raps, I was growing up as well, so I kind of hold that connection with it, you know what I'm saying? And I followed his career, so when I heard Detroit, I was like, yo, this nigga is dope as fuck. When I heard 24 Karat, oh my, is that the song? Wishing I could rap my, he said, wish I could rap my whole self 24 carats of gold. Yes, so it's called 24 Carats of Gold. I think that's the song with J. Cole. J. Cole murdered that shit. Big Sean's verse was fucking crazy. Guys, if you have not listened to the Detroit mixtape, please do yourself a favor and listen to it, because that shit is fire. Not like I was saying, the Detroit 2 was dope, but I mean, it had better punchlines, better rhyme schemes, better flows, better production by far, but it just wasn't as dope to me as the original Detroit because of that nostalgic factor. Oh man, a great example. This shit came out, I think, when I was like in fucking kindergarten. I think something like that. But I remember. So the Marshall Mathers LP. Come on, Stan. They call me Slim Shady. Come on. So many dope fucking songs on that album. I can keep going and going, but the fact that Stan is on there, the tea's getting cold, I'm wondering why, got out of bed at all. Like, come on, man. Who would think to put themselves who would think to write in a perspective of a crazed fan, and none of this shit even applied to his life. He just wanted to write. He just wanted to write about a crazy story, and I was like, damn, this is interesting. Again, I was young, so as I got older, I started to appreciate the song more because I saw the creative genius that was Stan. But the Marshall Mathers LP is a goddamn masterpiece, and this is like Eminem when he fresh, dog. Eminem was fucking spitting. Now don't get me wrong, I like Marshall Mathers LP too. That came out when I was in college. I mean, it was cool. It seemed like it had a lot more radio friendly songs than anything, but I still liked it. That intro was crazy. I think he was talking in the perspective of Stan again. That shit was wild. I like the song with Kendrick, even though it was real goofy. I think Rap God was on there. He snapped. Berserk, that was a real commercial song. But you see what I'm saying? Like, I just want rappers to stop making sequels to these albums and getting people all so hype. People get so hyped because they feel like the second one is supposed to be better than the first one. But I'm sorry to tell you guys, it's not going to hold a candle to that first album because of the nostalgic factor that it has to you, especially if it's widely successful. Just leave it at that. Give it another name and just say fuck it. Don't call it. Do not give it a sequel. All right. Only a few people have gotten away with this, like Kanye West, and I guess you could count Lil Wayne with all the dedications. But even some of those, when he got to 6, I was like, all right, nigga, enough is enough. All right, we know you can rap. Like, even that kind of started to get a little too much. But even like dedication 1, 2, 3, fire. Oh, God, fire. But yeah, guys, I really want to know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Who is blowing up my watch right now? Please do me a favor and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think rappers should just stop with the sequels? I really want them to stop, because I've made this point already. You just won't be able to hold a candle to your original work that was so wildly successful, and that's okay. And that's okay, because you're going to change as an artist as time goes on, and then you're going to get into that phase of be like, oh, he's not the old so-and-so. Like, do you know how many times a year I say I miss the old Kanye? I say it all the goddamn time. I miss Kanye. I miss the old Kanye. I wish he would come back. Rappers, just stop making sequels, all right? That's all I want. Not to even say that your sequels are bad, because I mean they're not. They're just not as good as the originals. So don't get people that hype just for them to be let down. Just stop. So guys, if you liked the video, please do me a favor and do not forget to give me a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate you guys so much. But I really want to hear your thoughts, so please do me a favor and leave a comment below. Guys, I know a lot of crazy stuff is going on in the US right now, so please stay safe and don't make yourself go too crazy by watching everything on the news. Just give yourself a break. This is a new year. Concentrate on you, and let's take a deep breath and get through all this bullshit, shall we? All right, it's your boy WattsTV, man, and I'm out. Peace.